anything crazy today, but I wanted just to get on here and just kind of discuss some of the issues we've had since the release of the DLC. Now, the devs are working on it. Gina has posted something, and it's frustrating. I get it. I get it. You know, I PvP'd this weekend. It was a headache. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that," and I get it. But MMOs, this is what it's about. When you play an MMO, it's not like a regular game. It's constantly changing. The code's changing. They're implementing new features and things, and sometimes that throws hiccups in with already existing code. So I know it can be so frustrating, guys. I know it can be such a headache and a pain in the butt, but this is what it means to be an MMOer. This is what you sign up for. You have a love-hate relationship with your game. It'll challenge you. It'll make you want to walk away at times. The only thing I can do, if you love the game for what it is, just have some patience and try to endure it. And the thing about it is, I always tell people, the moment you stop supporting the company, you think that's when the company actually will actually start, doing something about it. That's people's mindset. Unfortunately, the more dramatic people get and the more it starts pulling from their financial resources, that's when your beloved product, starts going down the toilet. So you just have to voice it, and they've taken recognition. They got the forums, they got those posts, and you just, you leave the feedback. I mean, I get it. I get the frustration, but just do it in the right way, and I promise you guys, you're going to actually it's going to be okay. The devs are working on this. There's a bunch of hiccups. There's not just one. It's not just the endless load screens. There's a couple of hiccups. We've had some hiccups, but the game's gotten better. And we were talking about this the other day, and I'm like, we've dealt with worse. One Tamriel, when it came back, I couldn't walk more than a couple meters without a load screen. I mean, sure, it resolved real quick, but I mean, but they got through it. We got through it. We did. We got through it, and that's my point. Just be patient, man. I get it. It's going to be one of those things. Don't know how long it is. We don't have an ETA. The devs have kind of isolated a few things, so we'll see, man. We will definitely see. Hopefully that the devs get this resolved as quick as possible. Now, here's the bright side. Now, I did during this time, I actually wanted to catch up on a couple of quest lines, because I don't do a lot of quest lines. I miss out on sometimes the simplistic aspect of the game, what it offers, and that's the actual world quest and motifs and features that this game has to offer. And I haven't experienced any problem with non-instant or deaths, or having to, even if I died, which I didn't, but I'm just saying, there was no problems doing any of those content. So that content seems to be without any issues. But make sure you submit the bugs, man. There's a help feature. You can submit bugs, and just let the devs do their job. I get it. We were in PvP, and literally every time I would come back in, I have to shut down the app, reopen it, because I'm stuck in death. And all of a sudden, I come back in, and as soon as I come back into the keep, it's being sieged. I was like, this sucks. I literally, I wanted to just walk away, but, we were pretty adamant about trying to keep competitive, but unfortunately, it was bad. It was really bad. So, and I get it. People were getting frustrated. Zos must be paying this guy the way he carries water. Whatever. Morning rock. I call for a protest outside this Sean. Like what like the protest in BRK? So guys, so check this out. This was awesome. So me and Uology and Duck were PvPing. And we always PvP together. And actually Uology wasn't on during that time. But he's talking in chat. He's like, there's going to be a protest at BRK, supposedly. And I'm like, there's no protest, no way. And he's like, no, there isn't. It's I guess it's an AD ploy. And at the same time he's talking about it, people are in chat saying, hey, everybody go to the protest, go to the protest. All the main people are showing up for this protest. And I'm like, it's a ploy. It's a joke. Don't listen to them. And sure enough, it was not. There was no protest. And I was like, there is no way people are going to be protesting in PvP land. There's just no way. That is a joke. I mean, I could see a bunch of people lining up and then all of a sudden a bomber comes sweeping through. It's like, wow. So, I don't know. It was crazy. Going to get some a daily out of the way. I got to leave here soon. But I wanted to sneak on here because I got some downtime. So I was like, I want to sneak on, do a show. But yeah, definitely. Zoss isn't paying me either. I mean, I'm not employed by ZeniMax. So, yeah. Zoss can't pay me to have this much brown on my nose. No, I'm joking. There's so much brown on Mystic's nose. But I've dealt with worse, I've had to deal with worse in MMOs. I've had a lot worse I've had to deal with. Belkarth. Oh, it was in Belkarth? That's where the protest was supposed to happen? I heard it was supposed... Okay, that makes sense. I would definitely not be protesting whatsoever. If I want to protest, I'll just submit a ticket. Yo, fix this shit now. Why, Deshaun? Something wrong there? No problems that I'm aware of. No, I think that's the point, Rock, is like literally going to a place where there is no problems so they can see the numbers. That's the whole idea. So if people wanted to do it, but I'm against, like, I'm an MMOer. I know what it's like. Hey, David, what's up, dude? So, oh, by the way, good news. I'll be back on PC tomorrow. My PC is up and running. So this weekend I did install my new MOBO. It kicks so much ass. I got to test it, make the runs. Everything's looking really good on my new motherboard. So, yeah. So we're up and running on PC again. I have to do some editing tonight on some of my monetizations and set up, search parameters and stuff on that. So, it is what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get this queue. What in the heck? Nobody's on. Must be like, a dead day or something. The PvP side of the game is bad with load screens. Yeah, endless load screens. Continuous, David. It's been really bad. And that's why I'm like, I caught Mystic playing patty cake with Marvel. Yeah. Oh, this was so crazy, man. The PvP was terrible this weekend. Like, did anybody experience, like, some of the lag spikes? Like, we were in, me, Uology, and Duck were approaching Surgeon. Now, we usually get there before the Zergs do, so we'll go ahead and, depending on what, we try to, like, play cloak and daggers type aspect, where we'll pop out, hit a few, and pop back in stealth and pull them in one direction, try to get their attention while the Zerg comes in and just railroads them. It works pretty good, actually. They're like, chase the Night Blades. It's Mystic. Get him. I was laughing your video yesterday. Oh, thanks, Storm. Yeah, we were definitely having a good time, Oh, I love the trolls coming in. Did you guys catch those trolls? Man, I want to kidnap one of them in game and tie him to a chair and force put on the Troll King's visage on him and dub one of them King of the Trolls. That's what I want to do. This is the King of the Trolls. He is part of the meta team. Meta. I think it would be awesome. On PCNA, I played 8+ hours of PvP, Citadel 2 days in a row. Got long list screens one time in over 16. Yeah, PC hasn't been that bad. Console players are having it really bad. Like, I was literally, I told my guildies, I said I was doing this for 2 weeks on PC with no problems, zero, none. And I think literally there's maybe a couple of hiccups in some of the the resolve, the part of the loads is what I think it is. So I'm not, once again, I'm not a programmer. I kind of know ideally where the problem would be located, but once again, I don't work for ZeniMax. I'm used to seeing certain things from a screen. If I see it, once again, I wouldn't know how to fix it. Even if I knew where it was, I wouldn't know how to fix it. So technically, I wouldn't know. So these guys get paid money for a reason. Screw the meta. Yes, the meta. But I just want to take some. On my Xbox, when I fast traveled to Deshaun, I lagged out. Yeah, it's been crazy. But just be patient, man. I get it. It's crazy. I got a one-hand axe and dagger asylum weapon yesterday. Oh, nice, David. Grats, dude. I wanted to do that this weekend. I've been a little reluctant with trials after the big... I went into AA last week, and we had the portal glitch with load screens. It was nasty because you have to have everybody synced. Then we did Maw, and on the last part with the runners, they got load screens trying to do that part. It was nasty. I was in Maelstrom, got kicked out 4 times. Randomly. It was crazy. It's nuts. I still, with all of this going on, I'm still optimistic, because like yesterday we were motif farming in Orsinium, because they're giving out double rewards for the dailies. So I was like, well, frig it. If I still want to go in there. I don't really care if I whatever for weapons. So yeah, it's double weapon drop. But I need like 2 or 3 more pieces of hunt that I'm looking for. So I want to go in there and farm my hunt. There's a build I'm going to be working with the hunt. And there's like 2 or 3 more ideal pieces I'm looking for. So I was like, I want to go in there, but the way everything's going, it's kind of like, oh shit, But far less problems. There are a lot. Get off the consoles and onto PC. Far less problems. There are less problems, and and I was telling people, the base code remains the same, but a lot of the things with like operating systems and like some of the coding to generate. That's why we always get it late on console. They have to adapt the code for it to run on console. Right? They have to make adaptations for coding. So, like, I know console players get butthurt that PC gets it first, but there's a reason for that. PC gets a public test. It's hard to put them a public test on here. 1, we don't have the hard drive space. 2, it's almost next to impossible to have the codes, sequenced in that time frame at the same time. So they put the PTS on PC for a reason. Then all of a sudden, we can test it. We can't find everything. There's not a lot of people on PTS as compared to live. You would think a lot of live players would want to be on PTS, but really a lot of people don't want to be on PTS because, they're just like, it's a temporary thing. Characters get wiped, erased, this gets changed, that gets changed, and you get it. But being a tester means something, You're reporting bugs, you're testing stuff out, changes, adaptations. That's why I respect a lot of content creators. Even if I don't agree with them, I will respect those content creators because I know what it's like to be a tester, even on PTS, Yeah, this is my Warden healer. Right. So I'm trying to get a queue, but there might not be anybody on. I just figured, it'd be cool if I could, get a run real quick. Bullshit. But yeah, I know it's frustrating. Like, so many people were like I'm done with ZeniMax, and I'm like, don't stop supporting the game you love. I know, I get it. It's a pain in the ass. But Gina and Jessica are communicating with the public. They're working to let us know what's going on. Matt and his team are doing their thing. I have a lot of faith that they're going to resolve the problem. It's just time. It's a lot of code, guys. It's a lot. There's a lot out there for these guys to do. So it's going to be a little crazy, but just be patient. They'll get through it. And I always tell people, given the fact of other products out right now, I feel that this product still has way much more to offer. I've tried to jump back in other games, and there's no game without a bug. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I've played a lot of games, a lot of MMOs, a lot of bugs. But, dude, that is cool that you got into the asylum. I want to get in there. We was just talking about it with my dudes. We were like, we need to get into the asylum, you know. There and Uology is like, oh, I want to get. 1 second. Okay, don't need to be in there. We got the food buff up. But yeah. So Uology's like, yeah, I want to get this item, and I'm like, yeah, I want to go ahead. Hold on, let me see if I got any other spell pots. Yeah, I do. But you know, and I was like, yeah, I want to get that bow, because there's a build I want to use with the bow. My dog is like looking at me. I was on the DK, so I'm still getting my bearings. I was on DK healer yesterday, so I realized that this is a little bit different configuration. People think like healers are all the same, but really they're not. Okay. Hopefully somebody activates my friggin' synergies. Nobody's hitting my balls. Why? My balls are good for you. Hit them. Don't make you strong. Yes. Feel the power. Do you hear that in the background? It's my granddaughter on her little, like, strolly thing. Makes the, like, you know, a bus thingy or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's Minnie Mouse with a steering wheel and wheels and stuff. Shroud of the Lich. Frost. That's not bad! Not getting that. That's actually not a bad thing. I can roll with that. Warden DPS, alternative build? Possibly. Alright. Go. What is that? That pet is just like keeping that dude right there. It's like you're not going nowhere. Something's weird. What's these guys' health at? 22, 40. Why? There it is. I knew something was up. I'm like, somebody's a little squish. Hit the balls. There you go. Don't skip. The DPS is skipping. He thinks this is 2 or something. Oh, there it comes. Looks good. Looks good.
How many times do I have to tell you not to rewrite Narayana's texts? It's incredibly irritating and insulting.
Okay. Nope. Turk. What? Who? We missed one. Okay. We're ready. I'll check the comments after the dungeon.
So you're the one who's been doing our work. We will follow the Master's mace.
One thing I love about the Warden, the double healing effect from Resto Staff with the Lotus Blossom just kicks so much ass. Did he get one hit shot? Oh, we got through it. Oh, nice! Score! That'll be like my 4th or 5th piece. That's cool. That's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
Where you found your new friends, Alanway, but they don't seem to fear death. It's admirable.
They can speak to that better than I. But they
Definitely cool.
arrested my husband.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and check out some comments. Then I gotta wrap this up.
Indeed.
Morning, Robert. Morning, Earl. Is having a subscription to the game worth it? I think it is, Earl, in my opinion, because I get the endless, I get the bags, the crafting bags, and also I get more bank space. So for me, it is because I have a lot of tunes. You might not want a subscription if you don't need that stuff, but you can buy into the DLC separate, which is nice. So you have different options. So, and then I don't buy the DLCs. Can't imagine being on a console for a MMO. No keyboard, no mouse, no add-ons. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You have my sympathies. Thanks, Rock. Joshua, console isn't too bad. Only issue that I have is lag issues, but that is also from internet provider. Yeah, and that can be an issue. Correct. Warden Healer, top 3 of my favorite tunes. Yeah, I love the Warden Healer. Yeah, not sure what happened, but I have been having issues fast traveling to major cities. It will take me there, and then when I move to do something, it goes to load screen. Yep, endless load screen. And I know it's frustrating. I get it, guys. Daywolf Cav and friends, what is happening? I just got here. Nothing. I was just doing a daily and discussing, some of the hiccups, and the devs are working, and Jessica and Gina are doing great. They're, giving us some as much information as they can, as, in a timely manner. We just got to be patient for the console players. PC's having a few hiccups, not as bad, but consoles, and we just have to be patient. They'll fix it, and that's what this is about today. Mystic is playing his Warden Healer. Yeah, with the pickup. We were not that worried about Asylum because there isn't a lot of load screens compared. Oh, okay, David. That's good. Maybe I'll try to get Asylum run sometime this week or something then with a couple of people. Mystic loves a little Dwarven Spider set. I prefer Chokethorns. Chokethorn. I like the Chokethorn too, but I like the Dwemer on non-Templar just because of the stamina recovery. That's why I put them on, Watching from a healer perspective is so much different than my DPS perspective. It is. It plays a lot different. It is. It's night and day. A complete difference. Yeah, it was good listen for the humor and his constant Carl turn them. Carl just came back recently, so he's been out of it. I'm bald. I love Carl. We had a guild. We had a trial guild before a lot of things changed. Like, so when we had our trial guild prior to Maul coming out. and then Mull came out. We were working progression, and we were getting our pieces. Then all of a sudden, another game came out. We lost a lot of our key members, and things just kind of made a turn for the worse during that time. And I feel like, you know, we was like at a place where we're like, okay, forget it, you know, whatever. And then I just knew players, and I would just start doing trials there. Morning, Lewis. Nice to see you, man. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, guys, I mean, I get everybody's frustration, you know, with a lot of these changes, you know, when, and here's the thing, anytime they introduce something, we might only have one or two hiccups. The devs are constantly working on it. And considering 2 years ago, like, when we didn't have queues and we had to manually group up, remember those days? We had crazy stuff happening, like just weird beyond weird, you know. And I've seen this game, you know, in its, you know, some of its bad points, and I wasn't even there in the beginning like some of these players were. So for me, it's like, you know, I feel like the game's coming along, the devs are doing great. We have a legend, and a literal legend in the industry as, you know, the lead for Elder Scrolls Online. He's a legend, and I feel like him and his team's going to do good. We got to let the engineers do their thing. We got to let the devs try to do what they're trying to do, and it's time consuming. You know, it's a lot of coding, man, and a lot of people don't understand from a coding perspective, from a development perspective. The average MMO takes 5 years for development, from initial code. From the day they start coding, that's if they're coming out with, they're going to, whether or not they're going to use a prefabricated engine, right? Or if they're going to design their own engine. Now, I think this game is uses Havoc. So I think they actually lease an engine and they work with that engine. I could be wrong, but I think Elder Scrolls ZOS leases a Havoc. But regardless, they have to adapt their tools to the engine. They have to go ahead and code and adjust coding even with the engine available. So it's a lot of work, man. It takes about 5 years for a game to be from start to product ready, right? On the average of 5 years, about 5 years. And then that's not even including the changes they make as they go along. And that's what MMOs do. MMOs are always constantly adapting and making changes to code. Is this a VMA stream? I think I'm on a healer. Anybody see what I'm on? I don't know. I got something for this dude. I got something brand new for that ass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete that person. Oh, I swear. In the new trial, just a heads up, people will die a lot. We never hit a rip, but people dropped at least once. Oh, okay. Thanks, David. Yeah, I saw a couple of the things. I got to test a little bit of stuff, but I didn't dive real deep into it. So, good heads up, man. Thanks a lot for that. I appreciate it, man. Definitely. You know, and some of the mechanics look kind of interesting. You know, it does look really badass, man. Talking about console players' trouble since Clockwork, right? Luminous Girl, did everyone take their Monday morning dump? I don't know. I hope. Yeah, I'm still having loading. That's a good one, though, Luminous. I like that. Yo. Yeah, I'm still having loading issues on PS4. That's why I started playing PC a lot these days. Yeah, and it is different. I hope you're liking it, Lewis. It is a blast. I have only had problems on PS4 with PvP, but guildmates have had it with Vet DSA. Yeah, no, seriously, Yeah, it is crazy. I haven't been in. I'm glad you said something because I haven't been in Vet DSA. We wanted to do a Vet DSA run this weekend. We didn't get a chance to do it, so I was like, okay, whatever. Well, we'll put it off, I guess. I was in Maul. We had a problem with Maul. Was in AA. Had a problem with AA. PvP was just insane. But doing regular content like world content and questing didn't have any problems. I didn't have any real problems doing the actual, regular content. And most dungeons are doable, but anything with load screens been having issues. And like I said, they're working on it. Add-ons rot the brain. Oh, come on, Uology. I know you used to use add-ons when you played WoW. Stop lying. It's like TV, man. But definitely, guys, I'll be honest with you. Just be patient. They'll work it out. I have nothing but faith in ZeniMax and their team. They're going to do good. They're going to get it resolved. We just got to be patient. Don't bail on them. Don't worry. Don't hit the panic button. I get it. The frustration's real. I wanted to pull my hair out a couple of times. More than a friggin' couple of times. I wanted to scream. I was like, what is going on? And I knew what was going on, but there's nothing I could do about it. So it's pointless to whine and cry about it when I can't do anything, I did feel dirty opening up my map and seeing all the Sky Shard locations. Don't feel dirty, Lewis. Enjoy it. It's going to save you a lot of time. Did you get the lore book one too? There's one for lore books also. It's badass. There's also ones for quests. There's one an add-on for for quest givers to tell you which ones give you skill points. There's a lot of shit. You get used to it. Yes, you will. You will get so used to it. You'll love it. You'll love the add-ons. Calm down, you guys. Mystic DK are not healers, right? I love it. Awesome. Yes. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I love you guys. You guys are the best community. Every day when I get on and I get to talk with you, it's amazing. Yes, I did get the lore book one. It's badass. The only major issue I've been having is the someone in group doesn't have the DLC. Yeah, and I noticed that you said something about that, Robert, and I think that is with some of the DLC dungeons. I haven't got to test all of it. I'm planning on taking a look at it and seeing if that is just an issue with the newer ones, with Horns of the Reach, or if we're going to have that with every DLC. It looks like core dungeons are fine, so not too much of an issue there. Minimum add-ons on WoW, mainly the wheel, but I'm just talking shit. I know you are, Uology. I'm just messing with you, dude. I don't care who you were on WoW. If you were a raider, and I'm talking hardcore raider, you had King Boss mod. You had it. You lived and died, literally live and died by that add-on. That add-on was like, holy crap. It's like, it pinpoints it. Move here now. 2 seconds. Retaunt. You're like, it like walks you through it. And actually we were discussing that with Uology, because Uology's like, yeah, we were talking about VMA, and I'm like, I have yet to do VMA on PC, but given the fact that I can get an add-on to tell me when to dodge and when to do so, and Uology was like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, there's an add-on that can tell me when to dodge, when to block, and he's like, what? I was like, yeah, no, it's real. There's an add-on that you can do with VMA. It'll literally walk you through it. Yeah, I've been seeing that from some of my guild mates. What UI add-on do you use, Mystic? I use FTC UI. So I customize between FTC. I like the FTC format, and I use the buff indicators from FTC. I don't like the standard ones. I can set them up on the bar and reconfigure them. So I know on the right side I have these buff bars going. Left side I got debuffs going. So I can customize it. I take it back. Lore book add-ons would be nice. Of course they would. Uology. Wait, what? Oh, you didn't know about that add-on, Alex? That add-on that literally tells you what to do when you're in VMA for PC players. Yeah, they have an add-on that tells you, like, roll dodge now, block now. 12k DPS VMA. You suck. Can't run DSA because you don't have alcohol on your tank. Diminishing returns is a myth, Mystic. Right. All of this has happened to me. All of it. Yeah. Diminishing returns is a myth. Sharpens Biz. Alcohol deserves to be on a tank. Yeah. I had to deal with all that. Hi, Figures. What's up, babe? Myatt, not certain of spelling. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I think. Yeah, Myatt's is... That's why I don't like PvPing on PC. PC PvP is a lot different, but Myatt's is real. Myatt's is a real thing. I'm actually... It would be nuts if console players would ever protest against the add-ons that PC players get, because I love it. Saves me a lot of time, a shitload of time. But some of the add-ons is kind of like, like a little stroller or a crutch. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not. And I think that's why a lot of PC players respect console players. Why? Because they didn't have those tools. They didn't have something saying, block now, roll dodge, do this, do that. They didn't have that shit. PC players did, but not console players. So... yeah, that's a PvP add-on, right? So, anyways, guys, I'm going to close this out. I got to get going. I got some things to do. But, yeah, just be patient. I get it. Frustrating. It's frustrating. Even for me. I'm not going to lie to you. But I have faith. I do. Like, I do. They have a legend, leading the dev team. He's done so much in the MMO community. They will resolve this. It might take some time. And that's practical. There's a lot to do in coding. Respect the devs, respect the programmers, respect the engineers. They work hard for their money, man. They deserve it. And ZeniMax has a great team. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Zoss. Thanks to all my viewers. Anyone got the name of the Maelstrom add-on? You can use FTC. I think FTC gives you the indication, too, when you throw it up. Yeah. It'll literally tell you, like, block, roll dodge. Literally. It'll walk you right through all the mechanics. I promise you. I have not been in Vet Maelstrom in the PC yet. I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't really care. Oh, no, not a problem, Alex. FTC. Definitely. You got to throw on the indicators, and the indicators will come down, and they'll tell you, roll block, dodge, block. It's crazy. Vivek owned by EP. On which platform, Evil? There's so many, I think each platform's way crazier at the moment. Probably PC. You mean PC? I know AD AD and EP is having a really head-to-head battle this campaign, so it's not... DC's out of it, but DC's still, putting their little, poking at everybody. Is this add-on you are talking about, Mystic? Yeah, Foundry Tactical Combat, FTC. Right. And there's a bunch of options in there, and one option, you'll have a scroll, and it will literally tell you what to do on the mechanics. It'll literally say block, roll dodge, click. You're like, what? Oh, PS4? Yeah, sweet. It is good. It's heavy on PS4 right now, man. Its PvP add-on tells when someone has targeted you. Right. Frags, lethal. It kind of is like a FTC version for PvP. But it literally also tells you how many people are running stealth within your vicinity. It's crazy. There's also an add-on when you fight somebody that will tell you what gear they're wearing. It's crazy. It's like, what is that? That is not right. Get rid of that add-on. Evil! Evil! I will not use PvP add-ons. I won't. No, I will not do it. Anyways, guys. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. I hope things get better. I enjoy you guys. I enjoy your company. I enjoy your comments. Except some of the trolls. You know, it is what it is. But once again and always, thank you. I will not be on Thursday for Thanksgiving. I will be on tomorrow. If you guys do not catch me the rest of the week due to the holidays, I wish you guys, you and yours, a happy Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys when you get back on. I will be on tomorrow. And once again and always, have a nice day.